So you're thinking about becoming a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner? Good choice. In this explainer, we are literally going to build you a career blueprint. We'll lay out every single step from day one in class all the way to seeing your very first patient.
Okay, so first things first. Let's talk about the why, right? Why this career and why now? Well, the opportunity for psychiatric mental health nurse practitioners, we'll call them PMHNPs for short, it's honestly bigger than it has ever been.
All right, let's talk numbers because I know that's what you're thinking about. The average national salary for a PMHNP, it's over $155,000. And get this, for the top 10%, you're looking at more than $210,000. So yeah, this isn't just a fulfilling career, it's a very financially rewarding one.
And job security? How about this? The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics is projecting just a staggering 45% job growth for this field. That's not a typo. It makes it one of the absolute fastest growing jobs in all of healthcare. The demand is it's massive.
And this quote right here, it really highlights the real-world impact. You're not just filling a job opening. As our country's mental health crisis deepens, the demand for qualified providers has just skyrocketed. PMHNPs are becoming the primary source of mental health care for so many people. You're bridging a critical gap.
Okay, so the opportunity is crystal clear. Big impact, big demand, big salary. But how do you actually get there? Well, that's where our blueprint comes in. Let's break down the 5 essential steps that'll take you from where you are today to practicing as a fully licensed PMHNP.
All right, so here's the core of the journey. Step 1, you've got to earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing, your BSN. That's your foundation, and it usually takes about 4 years. Then, step 2, you become a registered nurse and RN. That means passing your big licensing exam and this is key, getting at least a year of that crucial hands-on clinical experience. From there, it's step 3, complete a specialized grad school program, either a master's or a doctorate. That's another 2 to 4 years. Step 4 is passing your boards. This is the big one, the final certification exam that actually qualifies you to treat patients and prescribe meds. And finally, step 5, get that state license and start your amazing new career.
So when you put it all together, what does that timeline look like? Well, when you add up the BSN, that essential RN experience, and grad school, the whole journey from starting your undergrad degree to actually practicing as a PMHNP usually takes somewhere between 7 and 10 years. Yeah, it's a commitment for sure. But as we've already seen, the payoff is absolutely worth it.
Okay, so let's say you've done all that. You're certified, you're licensed, you're ready to go. Now, your career can look very different depending on one really important factor, where you practice. This next part is all about understanding your professional autonomy, how much independence you'll have. And it all boils down to this concept called practice authority. Basically, this is a law, and it varies from state to state, that decides if a nurse practitioner can practice and prescribe medications completely on their own, or if they need a doctor's supervision. You know, these laws are a big deal because of ongoing debates about the scope of practice. And honestly, they're probably the single biggest legal factor that will affect your day-to-day work.
So let's break down the 2 main types. On one side, you've got what's called full practice authority, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You are a totally independent provider. You can diagnose, treat, and prescribe all on your own. Then, on the other side, you have restricted practice. This means you have to have a formal collaborative agreement with the physician to practice. It might mean something like having a doctor sign off on a certain percentage of your patient charts.
And here's a great visual of what that looks like across the country. The states you see here in yellow, think Washington, Oregon, Arizona, they offer that full practice authority, total autonomy. But the states in blue, like California, Texas, and Florida, they have that more restricted model, where you'll need that physician collaboration.
Now, here's the really fantastic news. No matter what your state's laws are, this career offers some incredible flexibility. Let's dive into the different kinds of job opportunities out there, because there's truly something to fit almost any lifestyle.
First up, the one that's exploded recently, telehealth. Get this, over 62% of all PMHNP jobs now offer remote options. That's huge. It means you can provide absolutely critical mental health care from your own home office, reaching patients who might never have gotten help otherwise.
Okay, and for those of you with a little bit of a sense of adventure, there's travel nursing. It's also called locum tenens. These are basically short-term contracts, usually just a few months long. They let you work in all kinds of different cities and states, all while earning premium pay and getting awesome perks like housing stipends. Now,
If you're worried about being a new grad and just getting thrown to the wolves, don't be. Many health systems offer these amazing residency and fellowship programs. Think of them as paid, entry-level jobs designed to ease you into practice. You get structured mentorship, a smaller caseload. It's a perfect transition.
And for all the entrepreneurs out there, remember those full practice authority states we talked about? Well, in any of those, you have the freedom to open your own private practice. Yep, be your own boss, build your patient list from scratch, and create a business from the ground up. The sky's the limit.
All right, so we've covered the path, the timeline, all the amazing opportunities. But what about the bottom line, right? Let's get down to brass tacks and weigh the investment, your time and your money, against the financial return you can really expect.
This right here really lays out the return on investment beautifully. Okay, so grad school, yeah, it can cost anywhere from $35,000 to $80,000. But the salary jump you make from being an RN to a PMHNP it's dramatic. What does that mean in the real world? It means most practitioners can pay off their entire graduate degree debt in just 2 to 3 years. That's incredible.
So when you really run the numbers, the conclusion is it's obvious. Becoming a PMHNP is a powerful investment in your future. It's a direct path to financial security, to professional independence, and this is the most important part, the ability to make a real, tangible, profound impact on people's lives every single day.
So there you have it. The path is clear and the opportunities are just exploding. We've given you the complete blueprint. The only question left is, what are you going to build with it?